In this video, I'm looking at the Moondrop Stellaris planar magnetic IEMs. Let's get it. What's cracking, audio fans? It's David here from Prime Audio Reviews. Okay, Stellaris. Boy, we were waiting a while on this one. There's the IEM. Let's come in closer. There they are. As always, with Moondrop IEMs, there was a lot of hype around the release of this. But look, that was weeks ago. I've just come back from holiday, so you probably know all about these already, but we're going to look into it. There, the shells. Huge, right? I mean, they look good. They look great. And the build quality feels nice. No idea as of yet how the paint job will hold up, whether we'll see issues like we did with the Aria and the Starfield, etc. But yeah, they look fantastic on the outside, but look at the size of those nozzles. Boy, those are big and deep, and I gotta tell you, the fit is just horrible for me. Look, you can either use a shallow insertion with a larger ear tip and then have half of the IEM dangling out your ear, and they're really heavy, by the way, or you can use a smaller tip and go for a deep insertion, and that causes problems all of its own. Either way, I find them extremely uncomfortable. However, I was able to get a good seal and therefore get the full potential of the sound. Let's have a quick look at the cable, and it looks pretty ordinary, but it's not bad. In fact, if you look even more closely at it, you can see there are blue and gold intertwined wires inside, and it's just a nice little touch. It's quite lovely. Overall, you got your blue Y splitter there with the gold chin slider, 3.5mm single-ended. What is it called? Termination. There we go. Yes, I am present. Alright, so the Stellaris. Let's talk about how these sound. Well, by the way, first of all, the price. The price is $109. Inside, we got a 14.5mm planar magnetic driver. Okay, sound. So, first things first, graph. As usual, we see an elevated sub-bass followed by a rapid fall-off in the middle and upper bass. This does a few things. First of all, if you are a fan of bass guitars, well, sorry, I feel for you. Stellaris delegates the mid and upper bass notes to the back seat of the bus, pretty much, in preference to the sub bass, which is the trend that we've been seeing a lot of lately. But case in point, Dr. Dre's Let Me Ride, classic G-Funk song. Let Me Ride is a song driven by its bass line, and that's where it gets its G-Funk groove. But listen to Let Me Ride on the Stellaris and you'll hear a weak, lackluster bass guitar in the background. As a result, the song loses its rhythm and a big part of what makes it great in the first place, which is that melodic G-Funk vibe coming from the bass. This also carries over to the lower mid-range and leaves male vocals sounding dry and lacking in body. Yes, it does open up the lower frequencies and it creates an area presentation, especially in the lows, which subsequently improves the overall resolution. But at the same time, it just lacks soul and engagement. Note weight is on the lighter side of neutral, with fast transient attacks and rapid decay. The mid-range has excellent transparency and is very detailed and spacious, so if you're into technicalities more than tonality or musicality, then you might find the Stellaris mids appealing. However, beware of the upper mid-range lift, because it can make things shouty and quite often even sharp. And you can see the lift there on the graph just after 2 kHz. That's the upper mid-range, and yeah, that can get pretty intense. Then we've got the treble, and Stellaris's treble is precise and it is loaded with details. It is resolving, crisp, and extremely fast. Maybe a little too fast, as trailing harmonics and treble decay is somewhat cut off abruptly. It's a bit short or truncated as such. So although the treble extension is good, it doesn't really sparkle. It doesn't have this nice sort of trailing edges or upper harmonics. It sounds a bit digital. And finally, in terms of technicalities, this is where Stellaris's strengths lie. Detail retrieval, as I said, is really good. It's above average, and you can hear some micro details that many other IEMs will fail to pick up. Both instrument separation and imaging are good, and the driver maintains composure even during complex music, thanks to its insane speed and control. As such, the soundstage is organized and quite spacious with no signs of congestion. Now, I've just realized I didn't really cover the bass that much, except for saying that the sub bass is way elevated and the mid and upper bass is just been scooped out, almost as though someone came along with an EQ and just did a 3-finger scoop on the lows. But the quality of the bass, what's there, is very good. It's very fast, it's totally controlled. There's not a whole lot of texture, but it's really the tonal balance that I do not like. There is just not enough of it there. The Stellaris goes for technicalities over tonality, and the end result, at least to my ears, is boring. So to sum up the Moondrop Stellaris here, for the pros, we've got good detail retrieval, speed and control, fast, tight bass, excellent overall resolution, and they look great. In terms of the cons, horrible fit, heavy shells, dry middle and upper bass, they lack a sense of rhythm, the upper mid-range can get strident or sharp, and overall just not my cup of tea whatsoever. I would in fact much prefer to listen to the KZ PR1 here. I think these are like what, $60, $50? I can't even remember, but they're less than $100. Good fit, nice tonal balance, maybe not as detailed, but they do have a good resolution. These are just fun and easy to listen to. Stellaris, on the other hand, back to the drawing board, I think, for Moondrop in terms of their planar IEMs. I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, Parfam Audiophile style. If you're new to the channel and you want to see more content like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And until next time, I'll see you later.